ultimate glove guide. I know a thing or two about glowing up. Here are my credentials. I'm splitting up this guide into two parts. Today we're going to be focusing on the physical glow up. Take a seat, grab a notepad, grab some popcorn. I got a lot of stuff for you. I like to preface this video saying that I'm not perfect. I'm still on my glow up journey. Physically, mentally, spiritually. A lot of tips are going to be shared in this video, and I don't want you to think that because you're not doing all of it, you're not glowing up. That is far from true. I really encourage you to not do everything in this video all at once. If you could do it, great. If you can't, try doing one thing at a time. If that one thing that you take away from this video is giving you confidence, that is something to celebrate. Coming into the best version of yourself is a lifelong process. Baby, this glow did not come overnight. Give yourselves grace and try and love every version of yourself in this journey. Sometimes I'm even hard on myself, and then I think back to like the little girl in me, and I always empathize with her. Even if I can't empathize with myself right now, I owe it to my younger self to show me that love and respect. This video is to give you guys some tools under your belt to help you feel more confident and embrace your femininity. I have so many beauty and health tips, and pretty girls don't gatekeep. So let's get started. If y'all want to know any of the products that I use in this video, it's going to be all in the description. Did y'all know that your skin is the largest organ that you have? I've worked in a lot of medical spas in the Bay Area and Los Angeles. I loved doing facials. When people are able to improve their skin, they just feel and radiate way more confidence. I'm gonna go over some of my favorite skincare tips and the basics of skincare. Gua Sha. The more that I say it, the weirder it sounds. It's something that I try to do every single morning in the shower. It promotes lymphatic drainage to remove toxins. It reduces puffiness in the face. It relieves muscle tension, which will help prevent fine lines, and it promotes blood circulation, so it's going to help bring nutrients to your skin. It removes so much swelling and makes my face look a little more sculpted. Dermaplaning. Dermaplaning is a game changer if you want glass skin. It gives your skin an instant glow by removing all the dead skin cells, all the peach fuzz, all the debris on your face. The best part about dermaplaning is that it makes your foundation go on so much smoother, like butter. I do it about every 3 weeks unless I have an event. If you're able to get it done by a professional, that's more recommended. I would recommend doing it at least once a month or before you have an event. If you feel like your foundation isn't like foundationing, it might be the peach fuzz. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Try dermaplaning, you won't regret it. We gotta invest in our skincare. You don't have to buy the most expensive products. Yeah, a lot of cheap products have cheap stuff in it, but some cheap products have good stuff in it. Some expensive products have bad stuff in it. I want you guys to be able to shop around confidently, read the ingredients, and know if it's for you or not. My rule of thumb is if it has fragrance in it, no. That just means that they care about selling the product rather than your skin. These are the ingredients I want you guys to look out for according to your skin type. If you have normal, dry, or aging skin, to exfoliate your skin, you really want to use some AHAs. So glycolic, mandelic acid, malic acid, lactic acid, those are going to be great for your skin type. If you have acneic or congested skin, you want to go for the BHAs, which is like your salicylic. If you are looking to moisturize or hydrate your skin, you're going to want to use hyaluronic acid, glycerin, niacinamide, ceramides, petrolatum, squalane, honey, but that all depends on your skin type. If your skin is lacking water, you want to reach for your hyaluronics. If you're looking to treat hyperpigmentation, whether that is age spots, post-acne spots, sunspots, the exfoliating acids that I mentioned previously all help. Also, niacinamide is great, vitamin C is great, and arbutin. If you want a heavier duty, retinol and tretinoin. I am a tretinoin girly, okay? I love tretinoin, and that is prescribed. Tretinoin is stronger, and it's a prescribed retinoid. This is mainly great for anti-aging. It's gonna give you a more even complexion, removing ending pigmentation. It's just my baby. Retinol can be in serums, and you could buy that over the counter. I know they have some products at Sephora, they have some products at Target. I love the CERAVE retinol serums. Those are just very basic and very good. It's a great way to start getting into retinol. I don't actually have like a dermatologist. I use this app called NURX, and no, this is not an ad. I wish it was. And you basically have a consultation through the app. You work with doctors and nurses, and they're gonna get you prescribed whatever you need, and that's where I got tretinoin. If you can and have access to, go to a dermatologist and ask for that. When you use a retinol or tretinoin, you don't want to use any exfoliators because tretinoin will make your skin very sensitive. And you have to stay out of the sun. I might even recommend starting in the winter time. Korean skincare, like, where do I even begin? Affordable, clean ingredients, and it works. If you're in the Bay Area, go to Care Beauty. They have all the Korean skincare. Websites like Yes Style sell it. Be careful buying your Korean skincare or anything on Amazon because it might not be real. And I'll make a separate video on my favorite Korean skincare products. Y'all want to make sure that you're running away from that sun, okay? I'm telling you, being exposed to UV rays is the #1 way to look old quick. It'll dehydrate your skin, it'll give you fine lines, it'll give you age spots, sunspots. Y'all don't want that. My favorite SPF right now is, of course, Korean Beauty. It's a Beauty Jason Relief Sun SPF, and it doesn't feel like a sunscreen. You know, sometimes you have sunscreens and it just feels mucky. This one actually gives you a nice little glow. Getting a facial to me is very important. Just having a professional continuously evaluate your skin to get you to your dream skin. So how often should you be getting a facial? It depends. If you're getting a very basic facial, they wash your face, exfoliate, they do extractions, a mask, cute little facial, maybe once a month. If a microdermabrasion and a chemical peel had a baby, it would be a hydrofacial. Hydrofacials were one of my favorite services to give. They're so great for maintaining your skin and getting rid of slight skin conditions. Those I would get every 4 to 6 weeks. Chemical peels vary off strength. The frequency in which you get them, that's something between you and your esthetician or dermatologist. Peels are generally great for pigmentation, fine lines, appearance of pores, mild post-acne scarring. They're fast and they're effective. Laser is great for pigmentation, post-acne scarring, fine to deep lines, overall skin texture, but it's not for everyone, so just consult at your med spa if you're a good candidate for it or not. And microneedling. PRP, microneedling, that is great for overall skin texture, post-acne scarring, like deep crater scarring, fine lines, pores, pigmentation. I think one of the most slept on tools is the high frequency tool. It's something that mostly all estheticians use and something that you can have at home really easy. There's 2 types of high frequency ones. There's the violet light and then the neon orange light. The violet one is great for killing off bacteria and mainly used for acneic clients, but you could spot treat any pimples with that violet light. The high frequency with the orange light is going to be great for anti-aging, bringing oxygen to the skin, cell renewal. Just like the face, I also do a lymphatic massage on my body. It removes toxins from your body. It helps break down cellulite. The main benefit I get from lymphatic drainage is it helps with my bloating. I tend to hold a lot of water in my stomach. I use these wooden tools that I got off Amazon. I noticed such a huge difference in my body when I actually do a whole lymphatic massage. I just feel so much more snatched. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, doing a clockwise massage on my stomach also helps basically it helps me take a I actually suffer from keratosis pilaris on my arms right here. The street name for it is chicken skin, but what really helps me is the First Aid Beauty KP eraser. And not only do I use it on my arms to smooth those bumps out, if you have a lot of ingrowns on your armpits, take a tiny little bit and rub those areas very gently and it'll help with any ingrown. I love a thick lotion to really hydrate my skin, but to give me that glow and lock in that moisture, I love love using body oil. My all-time favorite is the AVEENO body oil mist. So good, so thick. It has oat oil in it, so it's really soothing for the skin. You can put it on your legs, your décolleté, wherever, and it just makes you just hot. It just makes you look really hot. Wax, laser, whatever works for you. I use a razor and I use a men's razor. Why? Because for some reason, men's razors just hit different. I feel like the blades are sharper and give a closer shave to the skin. Why don't they make women's razors this good? I have no idea. I've been using exfoliating pads for years. I buy them on Amazon. They come in a pack of 10. They just feel so clean. Those fluffy loofahs, like, that don't do it for me, okay? I want to exfoliate my skin and really get all that dirt off from the day. And they do just that. The hair is so important. I swear that when I do my hair, it just shifts my confidence. This is my go-to updo. I don't care if y'all get tired of this hairdo. You're gonna see it because it makes me feel good. Find 3 styles that you can master so you could always do it and you know it's gonna hit every single time. For me, I love a blowout. I love a messy bun like this. And I love a slick back hairstyle. So hair care, how often should you wash your hair? Wash your hair as needed. Some people are like, oh my gosh, I only wash my hair once a month. Good for you, girl, but if your scalp starts to smell, if your hair is dirty, if you got residue gel in your hair, go wash that hair. On average, people wash their hair 2 to 3 times a week. I wash my hair about 3 times a week. And in between those washes, I always use a good dry shampoo to keep it fresh. I have a full-size one that I keep at home and a small one to keep in my bag. Just in case my bangs get oily, I just spray it and they look fresh again. If you have short to medium hair, it's ideal for you to get a trim every 6 to 8 weeks. This varies, of course. Like if you have bangs or a bob, that's a more high maintenance style, and if you want to keep that style up, you're gonna have to come in and get it trimmed. If your hair is like mine, which is long and fairly healthy, you could really get a trim every 3 to 4 months. If you want the same haircut as mine, ask for a long layered haircut with a short face frame. I wrote it down. A healthy scalp equals healthy hair. For my scalp, I started implementing a scalp oil to help with hair growth and to moisturize my scalp. And I started exfoliating my scalp. Your scalp is still skin. You still gotta exfoliate that skin too. Removing all the dead skin and debris on your scalp is gonna help promote hair growth, which is what we want, right, ladies? I'm gonna be vulnerable here, okay? I actually use MINOXIDAL, which is like Rogaine for old men, but this is just the generic brand. I got it at Target. This really makes your hair grow. If your hair is thinning, you need it. Now, for protecting your actual hair, I love to use the OLAPLEX bonding oil. This is great as a finisher and as a hair protectant. You could use it for, I think, up to 450 degrees. And it helps protect from UV damage from the sun. And it smells bomb. Hair mask. I would say do it once a week, but I'm gonna be real, I do it like every 2 weeks. I think it's really important to do a hair mask according to your hair condition. If your hair is dry like mine, I prefer a moisturizing hair mask. If your hair is really brittle or damaged from bleaching, I really recommend like a keratin mask. I love putting my hair in slick back styles, not because it just looks really clean, but it snatches your face. It gives you an eyebrow lift without the Botox. I feel like doing a blowout is like grown woman 101. It's easier to do a blowout if your hair is layered. You'll be able to get more volume that way and it will stay longer. These are 2 things I use to get a similar look to a blowout without doing the blowout. I use some heated rollers. This one's from CONAIR. I know it's broken, it's crusty, but it still works, so I'm gonna still use it. It will set your hair into a curl, which actually lasts a lot longer than a typical blowout. Shout out TikTok for putting me on this wavy talk brush. I use this for my hairstyle today. Saves my life. Out of all our senses, smell has the strongest connection to our memory and our emotions. Be honest, if a guy is a 6 or a 7, if he smells good, he can easily become an 8. Can we be honest here? Is this a safe space? I'm really trying to get into fragrances, so I'm going to share you my 2 favorite fragrances. I love a light floral, anything with a hint of lychee. It's just the Asian in me. I love me some lychee notes. This is just a small size of the Chloe I've been using this one for years. Like a pretty rich girl in the spring. That's exactly what this smells like. This is a little more grown lychee. It has rose in it. It just smells so good. When people have good hygiene and smell good, it makes it more attractive. Do yourself a favor and find your signature fragrance this year. I did makeup on clients for 8 years. I got a tip or two about makeup, I guess. When it comes to makeup, it can be so daunting. You could do a natural look, you do a more glammed up look, whatever makes you feel more confident, girl, do it. Let's start with the lashes. I got 4 options for you. Grande lash, lash lifts, false lashes, and lash extensions. First of all, these are my real lashes. Grande lash. I use Grande lash. You could use Latisse. Anything with prostaglandin in it is gonna grow your lashes, and it does work. I'm proof. I'm Asian. Our lashes go straight down and super, super short. Then you have your lash lift. That is basically a lash perm. So it's going to perm up your lashes to make them up like they're always curled. With lash lifts, you have to get every 6 to 8 weeks. Of course, lash extensions, we all know, we all love. Lash extensions are great if you're the on-the-go type of girl. A little more high maintenance, but it's a great look. You go about every 2 to 3 weeks to get a fill. And you could customize very natural or very bold, whatever y'all like. If you like it, I love it. False lashes. So when it comes to wearing false lashes, you want to wear it to your eye shape. My eyes are a little bit rounder, so I opt for a more cat eye effect to elongate my eyes. For an almond eye, most eyelashes look good on you. If you have a hooded eye, like a doll eye, or the longest length in the center, it's gonna look great for you. Brow options. Simple brow groomings, laminations, brow tints, microblading or powder brows, brow gels. I love a brow gel. This is something that I use every single day. It's so great to keep your hairs in place and give you a laminated look without the commitment of actually laminating your eyebrows. Brow laminations are basically an eyebrow perm. They laminate your brows to hold them in a place that gives you a more lifted look, and it makes your brows look a little more feathery. When it comes to simple grooming, you could get waxed, you could get threaded, whatever is most comfortable for you. It's ideal to go every 4 to 8 weeks, but it just depends how fast your eyebrow hairs grow. Some tints dye the hair, and then some tints, like henna dyes, dye the skin as well. Personally, I prefer the henna-like brow tints because they give a more even effect and they're able to shape your brows a little bit better because you're tinting the skin as well. Semi-permanent makeup for brows. There's microblading, which looks like hair strokes, and then powder brows, which looks like a more consistent color through the brow. If you're a little bit scared of makeup and just want to look naturally pretty, go ahead and use a skin tip or like a tinted serum. Tinted moisturizers and tinted serums give you a glow from within type of look. Make sure that you always have a color on your face, whether it's a bronzer or a blush, just to give your face some life and warmth. Let me know if y'all want to see a no makeup look. I don't have my nails done right now. I usually do my nails. Learning how to do your nails is such a game changer. It is time consuming, so if you have the time to do your nails, do it. It's gonna save you so much money, and I think it's great because then if you break a nail, you know how to repair it. Always try to have your nails done. I'm personally giving my nails a little break because they're very thin right now. I do my own gel X at home, and baby girl, it's a French tip every single time. French tip just does something. It's giving woman. I always keep some cuticle oil in my purse just so your nails aren't crusty. Turn that frown upside down. Be mindful about your RBF. Smiling just gives you a way more alluring, pretty energy. One thing I will say is smile and be confident in your smile even if it's not perfect. Like, my teeth are crooked. One of my front teeth are fake. On my 7th birthday, I face planted onto the cement and I have a fake tooth from that, and it's darker than the rest of my teeth, and I'm still smiling. Who cares? Just embracing your smile regardless of what it is. The confidence just looks way better than trying to hide it. How are we gonna make this smile look as best as we can? Whitening strips. I love the 3D CREST whitening strips. My teeth aren't straight, but I'm gonna whiten them. One thing I started doing is oil pulling, and oh my goodness. And it just removes all the impurities out of your mouth. Yo. Let's just not have white tongues. Get a tongue scraper. Did you know that when people's breath stinks, it's usually from their tongue? So using a tongue scraper will reduce your bad breath. Y'all be running around with white on the corners of your mouth. I'm sorry, like I gotta tell you. Wipe the corners of your mouth, please. When it comes to lip care, exfoliate your lips. Remove all that dead skin. It says on Google right here, the leading cause of dead skin cells on the lips is a lack of moisture. What are we gonna do? Moisturize. How are we gonna do it? Use LANEIGE, use Vaseline. I love LANEIGE. LANEIGE. Exfoliate your lips. That's gonna help brighten up your lip color, give it a more plump appearance, and remove all those dead skin cells. You don't gotta go and buy a fancy lip scrub, okay? Grab some sugar in the cabinet, grab some honey, mix it around and rub it on your lips. It's so important to take care of your internal health because if you are unhealthy on the inside, it always shows on the outside, whether it's through your skin, your hair, your body. Let's talk about that gut. Having a healthy gut will improve your digestion. It will help clear up your skin. It will help strengthen your immune system. A lot of people who have bad gut health experience brain fog, stress, anxiety, depression. It's very important to make sure that your gut is in check. What worked for me is cutting out gluten. Gluten can be very hard on the gut. So if you are experiencing bloating after eating gluten, I would recommend trying to cut it out or lessen your intake, and it worked wonders for me. Reducing dairy can also help with your gut health. I remember when I worked at the med spa, I had so many clients who had acne. One of the biggest suggestions I had was to cut out dairy, and a lot of them were able to get rid of their acne just from doing that one small diet change. To improve your gut health, make sure that you're taking your pro and prebiotics. Some gut healing food is kombucha or like fermented food like kimchi. Hormonal balancing plays so much onto just the way your body looks, even your skin. Your cortisol levels are very important. Cortisol is a hormone. That is your fight or flight hormone made from your adrenal glands. Your cortisol level regulates your metabolism. Having high cortisol causes that kind of hunch right here. It holds fat in the face and in the belly. I find that when my cortisol levels are high, my body will store a lot of it in my belly area. What causes high cortisol? Not sleeping enough, if you're very stressed out, if you're working out too much, if you're drinking caffeine first thing in the morning or a lot of caffeine in general. In order to lower it, just do the opposite. Sleep, eat on time, lower your caffeine intake, try to reduce your stress. That's all gonna help regulate your cortisol levels. I probably take as many supplements as your Mima, okay? Like, I always take a daily vitamin, I always take a fiber to help reduce bloating from constipation. Biotin's great for your hair and nail growth, collagen for your skin. Vitamin D3 is great to help your skin barrier, promote cell renewal, antioxidant to protect against free radicals, and helps promote collagen production. Vitamin E, vitamin C are both anti-aging and they help protect from free radicals. Food is medicine. Why not eat things that make you pretty? Juicing and eating these foods are gonna be great for glowing up. Carrots have vitamin A in it, which is great for anti-aging. I love to put kale in my smoothies. Kale has vitamin A, C, K, E, B, like it has the whole alphabet. Parsley, it helps improve skin elasticity. Ginger has magnesium, potassium, vitamin B6. Lemons contain vitamin C and it's great for dark spots. Let's talk fitness. I never ran a mile until I was 20 years old. There was a point where I would go at like 3 a.m. to avoid people because I had no clue what I was doing and I was too embarrassed. First, what I want you to do is think of a goal. Do you want to lose fat? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to get thick? Do you want to lean out? If you want results, make sure you have a goal in mind so you're not just mindlessly going to the gym, which, I mean, it's fine. If you want to go to the gym, just use it for therapy and don't really care about the results, do that. These are the types of trainings and what they do. We have cardiovascular workouts, which is cardio. That's great for shredding off fat. It's great for your heart health. That includes running, cycling, jumping rope, and HIIT, which is also kind of strength. We have strength training, which is what I love. Great for getting thick, building muscle, to just simply tone your body or sculpt your body. This includes lifting weights, bodybuilding, powerlifting, circuit training, Pilates, reformer, and we have flexibility, which is just like stretching. We have our lower impact workout, which is like stuff like yoga, Pilates, rowing. Low impact workouts are really good to mix up just to keep your cortisol levels down because you can't do a hard workout every single day. Typically 5 days out of the week I'm working out, 2 days I'm resting, and this is what works for me. If you are new, even if you've been in the gym, like switch it up because you never know what else you might like. Every person who goes to the gym hits a plateau to where everything feels mundane. And it's nice to kind of switch it up and challenge yourself and learn new things. About every 6 weeks, I like to kind of evaluate what I've been doing and tweak it depending on my goal. Because through your fitness journey, your goal switches, lifestyle changes, sleeping. I actually should be sleeping right now, but I'm here making this video. Getting 8 hours of sleep is major. Without sleep, you get the eye bags, you get the acne, it advances aging, bloating, inflammation in the body. Eating on time is something I never did, and once I started, I will never stop doing. I used to have such a bad relationship with food, like I don't eat food because it makes me fat. That was my mindset, which is a terrible mindset. I used to eat like one big meal a day or just snack throughout the day, and I gained so much weight doing that. Now I eat at least 4 meals a day and I'm in the best shape of my life. So food is your friend. When you eat on time, you prevent bloating and you prevent overeating and binging, which is what I struggled with. The less you eat, the slower your metabolism is going to be, and your body's just going to cling on to whatever food you give it. The less you eat, your body kind of thinks like, oh, I'm not going to get fed, let me store this fat. So that's why you need to continuously eat multiple smaller meals a day to keep your metabolism going. So that's it. I hope you guys took some great notes. And please try out these tips. Let me know if any of them worked for you or you learned anything. Let's all glow up together. Part 2, we're going to address the spiritual, the emotional, the mental, all the inner work. Okay, that's the inner glow up, and that's low-key the real glow up. So make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, and stay tuned for part 2. Love you guys so much.